What's up, guys? What's going on? It's Shawn with PAM Transport and Driver Solutions. Just want to take a moment here to reflect on and share the experience from me starting off in my first days with PAM Transport. It's been over a year since I've been with them, and I've been happy ever since. One of the best decisions of my life. When I first got done with my orientation in Tonytown, Arkansas, I went home, spent a little time with the family, and then went out with my mentor. Me and my mentor, we got along from day one. He was a cool guy. He kept it real, and we shared laughs. Got along with him pretty good. He taught me a lot of stuff, and vice versa. He told me that I taught him a lot of stuff. So, it worked out pretty good between us. When I upgraded, my experience with the upgrade test was pretty nice. I really liked it. The instructor, he was real cool. I did my upgrade down in Irving, Texas at our PAM yard there. And, it was quite nice. When they gave me my first truck, the guy that was in it kind of left it a mess, and I guess there was a miscommunication in the process, and the shop there thought that the truck was ready for service. So just after talking with the shop guys and the lead mechanic down there, they realized that the truck wasn't ready from the pictures that I showed them, and they were real cool about it, and they had the truck detailed for me from top to bottom. When they got done, it was just like a brand new truck. So, other than that, it was real smooth. My first load out of there was a nightmare. It was one of the scariest experiences of my life. Even though I was out with my mentor, this was my first load being by myself. They didn't have they did have a teammate for me, but he had his wife on the truck with him at the time, so they ended up letting me go ahead and get a truck and start off solo for about a month or so, and just to get moving and start making money. So my very first load was out of Irving over into Erie, Pennsylvania. A little bit over 40,000 pounds of dog food. And then the place that it was going to was literally in the middle of the mountains. And there was like one way in and one way out. And you had to climb this real huge mountain, little 2-lane road, narrow and windy. Trucker's nightmare there. It was nighttime when I was going through the mountains, and at one point there was no guardrail towards the peak of the mountain, and I was kind of hypnotized by the view of the city. It was a nice overlook, and seeing the whole entire city lit up and everything, it was kind of cool. But then reality hit me, and I realized that hey, I'm on a narrow mountain here and need to pay attention and stay focused. So I took it nice and slow. I took it safe, took all my turns at a proper speed. I had my flashers on because being loaded over 40,000 pounds is kind of a drag and bear you down a lot. So when it comes to climbing up the mountains, it's a lot of downshifting involved, and watching your border gauge there, making sure your temperature don't rise too much. I think at one point I even stalled because of the truck that was in front of me. I had to slow down a little bit because he was going slower than me, even though I was going slow anyway. But once I stalled, I got it back started up, and at one point I even had to downshift all the way to about first or second gear, just to keep her moving up the hill. So just to give you a good picture of how steep or how big this upgrade or this climb was. So like I said, it was quite the experience. It made me a better guy. At one point when I was out on Irving pulling out, it was nighttime, and Now, there was a big construction site down there, got me turned around because I wasn't familiar with driving through Texas. And, you know, I called my DM, and, you know, at that point I was ready to quit because I was, you know, just didn't want to deal with it. But, you know, I talked to the DM, they calmed me down, they helped me get my bearings back and whatnot, and, you know, we was cool. He talked me through it, and that's about it. I mean, like, there was no detour signs. I guess they just started the construction site or something, but, you know, that's what it was. But other than that, dealing with the DMs that I had, you know, they all been really good, especially the one that I have now, Jacob out of North Jackson. Shout out to my man Jake. You know, he's real cool. He's been getting me home when I want to go home. He's been keeping me moving for the most part. I guess, I mean, like I said, it's been real cool. I haven't really had any issues, no breakdowns. Anytime I needed to get to a shop to get something worked on that I discovered on a pre-trip, they got me to a shop. The shop guys have been real pleasant. Not gonna lie, there are some out there in some of our shops that are rude, but for the most part, most of the guys that I deal with are pretty cool, laid back, and real helpful. So, I mean, I've had nice trucks. I've been through 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks. The first one was when I started off solo, and then I ended up parking the truck and getting on the truck with my teammate, and we drove that truck. And then the third truck was after we split off after the 6 months. I had a Freightliner, and I drove it for a couple thousand miles, got it up to the retire mark, and they got me a brand new Freightliner with 16 miles on. And currently I'm at 59,285, and that's since what, September. Got almost 60,000 miles since September. So they keep me moving. I like that. I don't really do much sitting. And at this point right now, I'm in Florida, getting ready to head back home for home time. So just wanted to go ahead and share a little thoughts and go back down memory lane of my experience from starting off with PAM Transport. It's a great company to work for, especially if you're coming into the trucking industry without any experience. I mean, the pay is decent, but if you have experience, probably wouldn't want to choose this company, because there are companies out there that pay way more. But like I said, for, you know, a guy coming in without no experience, it's a good startup company. And I plan on staying with these guys for the next couple years, and I want to give me a good solid foundation, get some good experience under my belt, and go after my hazmat, and, you know, make myself marketable. So, you know, that's all I got to say for now. If you have any questions about the company, go ahead and leave them in a comment, and I'll ask the question, or answer the questions, excuse me, in my next video. Remember to check us out on Facebook. The link is in the description. Join our group. Just as a friendly reminder, once we get to 150 members, we're doing a big giveaway. Not going to reveal the prize yet until we get a little closer to that, and right now we're about at 68, 69 members. You can also follow us on Twitter at Drive with Shawn, and also check out our other Driver Solutions alumni group. The link is also in the description. So until next time, guys, this is your man Shawn. I'll be signing out.